What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Internet Podcast. That's our official name, and it's not gonna change. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It'll definitely change probably. Anyways, first things first. We have Smitka, aka CySm, on the chat. Cue cricket noises. I expected him to say hello, but that's cool. We also have Nuckwit in the chat as well.
Right. Yeah, that's
sweet.
Yeah, that's me.
Sweet. Okay. So now that we've introduced ourselves, you guys know me, I'm Brody. And the first topic I want to discuss today is Draymond Green. Everybody knows Draymond Green has a hot temper. And in the Suns-Warriors game that happened recently, approximately one night ago as the date of this recording, he got suspended indefinitely from being in the NBA entirely because he put someone in a chokehold. Now, me personally, I'm going to explain the rest of the situation because though that sounds terrible, I don't think he was in the wrong. He was defending Klay Thompson. Real quick, I'm going to explain why he was defending Klay Thompson as well. So we have the predicament of Klay Thompson is getting physical on the court. Nothing wrong with that. I love to get physical as long as it's not in bed. I am totally fine with what he did. He kind of put his hand out to back up a player named McDonald's. That's not actually his name, but yeah, McDonald. He backed him up, and then McDonald proceeds to grab Klay Thompson's collar and rip his shirt in half. Another player gets involved. His name is really hard to pronounce, so I'm not even going to try it. But it starts with a J, and Draymond proceeds to run up to that player who is grabbing Klay Thompson and is starting to put him in a headlock and puts him in a headlock, reverses it. Draymond Green's a big brother, big tough guy. So he literally just held that guy in a headlock for about 3 minutes while the refs tried to pry him off. Personally, I think he was defending his brother and teammate, Klay Thompson. I don't see any issue in it. I don't think he should be suspended for very long, ejected out of the game, keep tensions lower. But according to the NBA, he is suspended indefinitely. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'd love to hear your opinion.
He got physical?
Yeah, I know.
Dude. Getting physical all the time. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, have you guys either of you guys actually seen that situation?
I never even heard of that story.
I mean, this is breaking news, so it happened last night.
Really?
So I would understand if you haven't.
That happened. I'm not well immersed in the NBA itself, but I do know that's pretty crazy. Getting suspended indefinitely isn't no joke. Like, if you think about it, this was this guy's full-time job. He probably spent his entire life getting to where he was. So that's not a small deal.
He's also very rich. Let's be honest. He's he's very wealthy because of being in the NBA. So ultimately, we're not gonna super feel bad for him, and he did know the consequences of his actions. But I do disagree with the fact that he actually had to be suspended in the first place. I feel like it wasn't as deep as what they're making it, and it should be an ejection from one singular game.
So the guy on the other team was like backing up and hit him with his arm?
So the guy on the other team, okay, so Klay Thompson, who was on his team, was getting physical with the other player. He kind of put his hand in his face a little bit while he was off the ball, which is kind of a no-no, but he's getting physical. He was not doing anything that would be strictly against the rules. Kind of grabbing on him a little bit, getting physical. It would enough to make somebody mad. That was the whole purpose of what he was doing, is to make the player mad.
Like a mind game.
It was entirely mind game based. And then that player proceeds to grab Klay Thompson's jersey and rip it in half.
That's pretty intense.
So that 3 players got suspended here. McDonald was his name, and then and then Klay Thompson, and then Draymond. Draymond is suspended indefinitely. Klay Thompson and McDonald are kicked out of 1 game.
Okay. So it's a lot bigger deal for
for Draymond because he has he has a past of hitting teammates, or not teammates, but well, I mean yes, teammates as well, but his specifically other players on the other side of the group.
No, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, what does his past of doing that entail? Do you know?
Yeah, he slapped his own teammates before. He has gotten physical with many different other players. I mean, it's just generally he's a physical player, very physical player.
A long time coming almost.
Yeah, it kind of is to a degree, but to a certain other degree, I'm also just like, I think what he didn't entail it doesn't mean that he should be suspended indefinitely and possibly kicked out.
Indefinitely is pretty crazy.
Indefinitely is the word that I'm kind of caught up on, and more will come out, I'm sure, by when this podcast is released. So I'll try to correct it in the comments if we're wrong on anything. But indefinitely is definitely a big deal. It's a very big deal, I'd say.
I 100% agree. I do, despite him being rich, I do feel bad for him for that having happened, because I mean, like you said, it seems like his intentions weren't necessarily, harmful. I mean, it
was protecting his teammate. He wanted to protect his teammate.
In the name of defense, So, but I do see it's actually a really big deal, when you think about it, because it also it goes to show what can and can't be allowed. Like they have a title to uphold, and they can't let stuff slide every day.
True.
They can't let things always slide. So, I guess I see why they did what they did, even if I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I definitely think that that's about all we can remark on that case for the time being until we can learn a little bit more. Hopefully he's not kicked out forever. That would be absolutely terrible if he's kicked out forever. But yeah. The next thing I was going to talk about is real quick in some other non-sports news. Twitch had a giant new policy drop. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you are now allowed to be naked on Twitch. And I wish I was making this up, but this is a very real thing. You can be naked. Sad, and guys, with that, I want to announce I am going to Twitch. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, you guys won't be seeing me naked anytime soon, unless you are a member, possibly. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. It's never going to be a thing. I don't want to get your hopes up. I don't want to lie to you. Anyways, yeah. So Twitch now allows what's called artistic nudity and twerking. Twerking is a real thing. They literally allow pole dancing, twerking, and artistic nudity are the that's the big three right now. So if you are into that, make sure to head to Twitch. I've been seeing a lot of reports that it is only for VTubers, but this is absolute. You have some type of issue if you think that it's not going to bleed over. It is absolutely going to bleed over. It's going to make moderation extremely hard, maybe even impossible, and there's going to be a lot of kids that are exposed to very bad things on that platform. And I feel bad for those kids. I feel bad for parents right now that had kids watching Twitch, and will have kids watching Twitch behind their backs now.
So I do want to say one thing. I think this is definitely in response. I think partially this is in response to Kick's success and a lot of people moving away from Twitch, as well as it is them taking marks from the success of OnlyFans. I think OnlyFans ruined that industry. It almost ruins that industry in that way. It's like we're watching it unfold and how that effect had on things like that. Because for those of you who know about OnlyFans, it was originally supposed to be more like Patreon, where it wasn't always about explicit content. And at one point, they even talked about banning the explicit content on OnlyFans because that was the original intention. But it became much more of what OnlyFans to be today. And so I think it's really sad that this platform that literally popularized in live streaming at all and helped make streaming relevant. I think it's really sad to see it go this way. And as you're talking about, so many kids on that platform who are now going to be, shown that stuff. I think this is horrible. It almost takes me back to a really early days of YouTube type thing. It's like we're regressing. Like, why are we regressing? Why are we regressing in what we know? You know.
Absolutely.
And it's because they know it'll make them more money and stuff like that. It's definitely you know, it's
Fueled by
definitely
money.
all for money. It's really
definitely
sad.
an incentive thing. They definitely made that choice for money. And you know, like most things on the internet, there's definitely going to be people exploiting that, and there's going to be endless rounds of discussions or debates on whether or not it's safe or okay amongst like different community people. So it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a big thing going down the line.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, there wasn't a take during Cyril's rant that I do not agree with. Low key. I mean, I feel like everything was pretty spot on in how I believe and how it's going to be taken advantage of.
Really sad stuff.
Another big thing, I think Nuckwit will really shine during this section because he's a big Spider-Man fan. Game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yo.
Big congrats, dude. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 won. So, sorry, Spider-Man 2 fans. If you're like me and you kind of wanted Spider-Man 2 to win and secretly prayed for it, even though Baldur's Gate was a great game, I'm sorry for your loss. Spider-Man 2, unfortunately, didn't cut it. I've had a brief conversation in the Discord about this. If you want to get early access to my opinions, go to the Discord. But I think the big factor in Baldur's Gate winning it over Spider-Man 2, because let's be honest, I think those were the real contenders. Were the big contenders. There was the biggest thing was that Spider-Man 2 was just a rehashing of this similar mechanics with some slight changes and a great story. Baldur's Gate was a new take on a giant industry of RPG gaming. I think that's the biggest thing, and it ultimately comes down to that.
I think also less people had access to
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2, yeah, because
It's a
Pandering to the
The
PC
PlayStation
audience
sequel.
is definitely a big thing. Spider-Man is only PS5, and Baldur's Gate was PC only. So I think pandering to a
Yeah,
PC
okay.
audience is a big thing. Another big one that was against it was the new Zelda game. If you guys have played that, it is genuinely
Amazing game.
an amazing game. But I think the Switch audience is not going to be enough, and that's not who the Game of the Year is trying to cater towards.
Which is sad that it's supposed to be like that, because it really should just be about what the best game of the year is.
I think it's a
But-
big thing of access, though. Access is going to be the most important part of a game.
Yeah, but if you look at that, it's like, you know, since the Switch has a much smaller community, I mean, the best game of all time could release on Switch. I wouldn't say Switch is a smaller community. It has a different community, and it has its community that sticks to its own. You know, like
Yeah.
Nintendo fans are playing for the games. They're not playing for technical feats, and they're playing for the titles, right?
Absolutely.
And then so like starting with that, so like Nintendo doesn't really get a bunch of new players, and it's much more aimed towards like a family setting for the most part, or it's made to do both. I don't think that I think the best game of all time could release on Switch, and it still would lose in a Game of the Year awards, which is really upsetting that that's how it has to operate.
I feel like a similar thing happened with Elden Ring versus God of War. God of War is a great game, but Elden Ring took a different take on things than normal and released on a mainly for PC basis.
yeah. And you also had to thank your esteemed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Yeah, no, nothing like that happened this year, which is, I guess, a good thing for the Game of the Year awards, but a bad thing for memes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to something happening like that.
That would have been fun.
I think someone did try to do it, not this year, but like either last year or like one of the award things that happened like right after it, because there's a clip going around of someone else trying to get on the stage, but it did not go their way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shot. I don't think that'll ever happen again. I think that the security on it is so high now that it just probably
just
won't
after
happen
all that.
again.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
looking for my opportunity.
I mean, we don't need to hear about guys. A reformed Orthodox rabbi, Bill Clinton. Sorry for saying it like that, but that is how he said it, and I think it makes it way funnier to say it like that.
I'm pretty sure that that kid's like known for like faking his accent too. I don't think
Yeah, no, it is fake. It's
like
fake.
everything about him is fake, which is he's fun. He's
Matan?
funny if you watch a video of him, yeah.
Yeah.
But like everything he does is not real. Like he's a character.
All
But it was
right,
very fun to see last year.
and now a big thing for all media, Kung Fu Panda 4. Oh my gosh, guys, look at my username right here. You guys got to look at my username, Kung Fu Bro 1. I'm not gonna lie, directly correlates to Kung Fu Panda, the first one. I thought he was one of the coolest things in the world, and when I was younger, I was a little bit chubbier as well, so I kind of related to him, you know. But yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer yet. I was talking to Nuckwood a little bit about it. It looks so good, bro. It actually looks so
Funny how
good.
crazy good that series is. And I also think it's funny is that isn't the first movie like universally considered the worst?
I feel like,
Am I
yeah.
wrong? And I
What?
think that's really funny because you don't see that with every series, but when you do, it's like hilarious. Because I remember the third got like, I mean, I don't remember how high it was, but I want to say it was above 90% by Rotten Tomatoes. Like it was
Possibly.
crazy.
Third one was
Which-
really good.
You know, I mean, but like I think it's funny when like a series like makes a comeback like that almost.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think I mean, it almost is like its own Marvel universe at this point. Like not to the same extent, but like, dude, when you see a Kung Fu Panda movie come out in theaters, you are popping out to see it. That is an event. That is the event of the year, bro.
It is an event.
I am going to Kung Fu Panda in a suit. I am going to dress up in a white suit, okay? That's what's going to happen, bro. It's going to be so fun to watch. It's going to be awesome. Get your dumplings ready because I'm so pumped for this freaking movie, bro.
It looks exciting. It looks really good. They're bringing back old faces. I don't want to spoil it because Zero hasn't seen the trailer yet, but they're bringing back some old familiar faces that are pretty cool. That didn't get enough screen time in the original movie, but you know they're coming back, so it's cool. Sorry, I'm a little bit hyped for the movie.
Dude, I'm hyped too. I'm looking forward to it. I think that another thing that has to do with a lot of hype right now is Fortnite. We were talking about this a little bit
Oh my
before.
gosh, dude.
Teenage Mutant
Crazy.
Ninja Turtles. I know Nuckwood's happy about this, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, if they do my boy Leonardo correctly, I'm buying him. I'm buying that.
You didn't see the leaks?
Dude, I don't want to look at the leaks. I want to be excited when I see it in the item shop. I just know that it's coming. I just know that it's
I'm
coming.
excited regardless. I think they nailed the designs for all of them. I looked at everything. It looks amazing.
Yeah, dude, I'm hoping and praying that this is as cool as what I'm imagining it in my head, you know?
Yeah.
That's a big thing. I really want to see it. I gotta see it. I'm giving out my bank account information to
What are
Epic
you imagining?
Games. What do you mean? What am I imagining, man?
Like, what kind of-
You
what kind
know
of
what I'm
graphics?
imagining. I can't. You can't even describe it. I'm imagining Mbappe in
Are you hoping for
Fortnite.
more cartoony turtles or more realistic looking ones?
Dude, honestly, I hope that they give styles of both. That's my
would
goal.
be sick.
Both
Okay,
styles
yeah.
would be so fire, like
That's
a
what I was-
cell shaded with a normal like newer take on it as well, like live action take on it. I would love to see both of it. And
Actually, when I heard they were coming out, I was hoping that same thing, Brody.
two styles. It's got to be two styles. If they don't do two styles, they're fumbling, bro. That's one big thing. I mean, I'm gonna buy it probably either way. Let's be honest. But like, the two styles is just like the little like kiss from Fortnite creative team. You know, it would just be so nice. Also, if they have a bundle that is actually a good amount of money. Because if it comes down to one turtle, y'all know I'm picking Leonardo. I'm sorry about it, but that's always been my favorite, bro.
I'm putting together a full squad the day it comes out,
Dude, we got to.
and then if anyone else joins, we'll just kill them.
For real.
Only the turtles.
That's
I wonder
awesome.
if Shredder is gonna be in it. I don't know if he's gonna be in it.
I'm gonna
It
be
would be cool to
fully
see also
honest.
characters.
It would be cool to see Shredder, but I don't think it's mandatory. You know?
I mean,
It's mandatory.
I'm not getting hyped, but I'm just saying it would be cool to see Shredder in that too.
Yeah, I'd say Shredder would be very cool to see,
or
but
like a reference to him, you know.
a
I'm really
reference
surprised.
would be great. Like
I'm
almost how
really
the
surprised
Spider
the
Ham
time it's
reference.
dropping.
What'd you say?
I'm surprised with the time it's dropping. Like, I'm surprised it didn't drop when the movie dropped. You know.
Oh,
I
I
guess
feel
they
like
didn't
usually
get the
they do
idea.
stuff like that. Like they'll drop something like that when a movie comes out, or like anything of the sort. Like they dropped the new Invincibles, or yeah, they dropped the Invincible skins when season 2 started. Stuff like that. I'm surprised they didn't do something like that. To be honest.
I don't
I
know. It might
think
be a
that
special day that day or something, you know.
I'm fully not gonna
Would've been
lie.
awesome.
I think that they are riding the absolute hype train of the next thing that I was going to talk about, which is Lego Fortnite
Lego Fortnite.
and Rocket League Fortnite and Weekend Fortnite. And literally everything Fortnite. Fortnite has done everything. They are becoming
They're
Roblox,
going
bro.
Crazy. I
They're
would say at this
becoming
point,
Roblox.
I think they're better than Roblox at this point.
Genuinely.
It's
like, I
Guitar
think-
Hero.
I think as soon as Creative 2.0 was launched, I think like that's when we started seeing the takeover, the
I
Fortnite
think-
takeover, if you know what I mean.
I feel like
Yeah.
Fortnite is using Creative 2.0. Like they're trying to inspire the new generation to use through Creative 2.0, which I
yeah.
am so for. We talked about it a little bit. The Unreal Engine that they use is it literally going to create the greatest programmers of our generation.
Oh, the Unreal Engine's already like a thing you can get access to.
Oh,
You just gotta have
I
the-
know,
you have to have-
but people
have
are
it
getting
crazy.
inspired to create things in Fortnite with the Unreal Engine, which is something that
Yeah.
Roblox never had. People that learned Roblox coding, they never got any use out of that besides Roblox. Now people who are doing Creative 2.0 get use out of it outside of Creative 2.0, and they're not realizing it now, but they're learning the most common gaming programming knowledge, like
It's not
language.
just gaming though. You can make like full on animations now in that I think you've been able to for a long time, but you can like make full on animated movies in there now. I've seen a lot of people
Yeah,
use
bro.
Unreal Engine to
You
make
can,
some cool things.
you really can do a
Like
lot,
some
dude.
TF2 type stuff.
Yeah, I saw like a TF2 Unreal. I saw I think when they first were announcing Unreal 5, they had like a whole cinematic with the Matrix characters play out, and it looked like awesome. It looked almost
That's
very
pretty cool.
real, mind-blowingly like real. You
Yeah,
could still
dude.
tell it was like not a real world, but it still looked great, you know?
No, I know what you mean.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, things
I-
are
I
just
feel like-
getting
yeah.
crazy for sure. That's the best way to describe it. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm here for it.
Me as well,
Um,
man.
I
Love to see
think,
where it goes from here.
yeah, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you guys got to play Lego Fortnite much besides when we played it on stream a little bit. I have a full video that's coming out on that, which
Crazy good game.
is going to be pretty fun. Plugged real quick. But anyways,
I have something to add to that actually, if you don't mind.
yeah, absolutely. That's
It's really cool to me that they're like planning on. They're not just like coming out with these things and abandoning them. They've said that they plan on like continuously updating Lego Fortnite, regular Fortnite, and Rocket League and Fortnite Festival. They plan on regularly updating them just like regular Fortnite, which is crazy to me. That they're gonna
That'd
be
be awesome.
consistently updating all these things they just came out with at once.
I don't know if have you guys played any Rocket League Fortnite?
I didn't do Rocket League, but I played the rhythm one, the Guitar Hero.
Oh
one.
yeah.
For
It's
sure.
alright. I like it.
I was actually watching Sullybrett, quick plug to my boy, before now. He was playing it on live stream. Okay, you guys know I just traveled 18 hours in a car, so I haven't been able to play much Fortnite. So when the Rocket League update came out, I haven't been able to play it yet. But it looks really, really fleshed out and good. Like, it genuinely looks like its own game, which is the same thing we were seeing with Lego Fortnite. I don't know if you guys ever played Lego Worlds, but Lego Fortnite is
Oh, yeah.
better than Lego
It is.
Worlds,
I played Lego Worlds.
which
It
was
is
its
better.
own standalone game. And I bought that game for $60 pre-ordered. And I genuinely believe that it's a better game. Lego Worlds shouldn't be crapped on because it's also in its own right a decent game. It's just not a great game. And Lego Fortnite has everything it takes to be a great game. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. Yeah. Also, I meant to add this before, but when this video does come out, there will be a live stream that I have posted. I think it would be yesterday when this video comes out, that is fully diving into Creative 2.0 as well. It's this Sunday for members that are watching this early, but yeah, there will be a full stream that is diving into Creative 2.0. So I will have some more to add in the comment section. Besides that, is there anything that you guys know pop culture wise that you'd like to add on? Just anything big happening that you would really want to touch on.
Brody, if you don't mind, Kanye West's returning this Friday.
Big
with
W's.
his new album.
I knew you were gonna say it as soon as I opened it up, bro. Kanye West, dude, big deal. Especially Kimberly. I don't know if you guys have seen that trend as well recently. More specifically, Kimberly.
Oh, with the version that he did during the free what's his name? Free Larry Hoover concert.
I
love that.
That wasn't a recent thing, but it's been specifically a TikTok trend on my For You recently with everything Kanye coming up. A lot of people are making videos with that, which is awesome to see for Kanye. Hopefully Kanye has learned from his hiatus from the internet. Hopefully he is not going through the same mental struggles that he was going through when he did say those controversial things. You guys know I'm a little bit of a Kanye supporter. I hate to see somebody dissing on him because he does have these mental things, and you can't just say anything when you have a mental disorder. But I absolutely believe that he was in certain ways. I mean, going on the podcast that he went on that was infamous. I'm not even going to say the guy's name, but he was in certain ways, I think, baited into those questions.
Yeah.
And baited to say things that are very controversial. Anyways, hopefully he does great with his music career, and let's separate his music career from his mental disorders and what he has said outside of that, because he makes some great music.
And he actually had a listening party, not last night, but the night before, on the 12th. But it was like 12 in the morning on the 12th, so like basically like December 11th night. And I want to say one thing. It's very different. The music that he's seems to be making now is very different. It seemed like, if you are a Kanye fan, it seemed like he was on this new era of like faith talking, and really trying to like mature with his album Donda. But this new album that he's come out with seems like he's kind of forgetting all that stuff and changing up, kind of back to how he used to be with a mix of how he used to be, and a whole new sound that from him that is very questionable at times. I'm gonna be the first to say that about half the songs he played I thought were pretty god awful, and that's coming from a pretty big Kanye fan. So I'm excited to see what the reaction is when it's fully released.
I would say me as well. Now we have reached the last couple of minutes of the podcast, and now is the time that we get to shamelessly plug our stuff. Stream every Friday, Sunday. Big videos coming out. Continuing to succeed on the channel. Don't need to rehash what I said last week, but be there on Friday and Sunday. Everybody else, whatever you guys have to say, let's start with C-Roll and then switch over to Nuckwit and to end out the pod.
Yeah, for me, no new news at the moment. Still cooking up some stuff. I'm trying to take it slow and work on my own time.
That's a good thing, though.
Instead of folding into the pressure. I saw my I saw my numbers decreasing, in my first thought was like you almost like your initial thought is like, oh, you got to put something out, like I'm assuming that's how it is on like YouTube, like you want to keep your numbers consistent, you want to keep your videos consistent. And then I thought about it some more, and I was like, I also don't want to drown out my quality by pushing out something when I'm not ready, and making something become ready before it truly is. And so I'm really taking my time right now, and I feel like it's gonna be I can full-heartedly say that this is gonna be the best art I've ever put out.
W's.
And when my album comes out, so. Nuckwit, you?
YouTube.com/Nuckwit. Go watch it. I didn't like how the last video turned out, even though it's kind of popular. My bad. I want to change the format of my videos, so I'm gonna be a while. But you know, it's still watch the videos. They're pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I'm actually a fraud. I have someone else making my videos for me. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. Go watch them though. It'll be a while before the next upload because I want to change the style of how I do my videos. I'm not really happy with how they're turning out, so I want to improve on that. But yeah, youtube.com/www.youtube. I already said that. Nuckwit, go watch it. I'm gonna stop repeating myself now. Yep, go watch it.
King
All right.
Nuckwit. That's not his name though. He is a king.
All right. Well, W Podcast. See you guys next week on Monday, 3 p.m. And I will see you B-dubs, CySms, and Wits later.